Yo, what is up, guys? I want to talk about how you can make money on SocialGood and or how you can get your money on SocialGood. So right now there's a 100% crypto back on SocialGood, and you can shop at various stores and you can get 100% back on your purchases. Now, the only issue is that with the 100% crypto back, there is a $50 limit for withdrawing right now on your account. So I have 16,000 SG tokens, which are worth, roughly around $1,000. But I can only withdraw 700 tokens a month, which is $50, and it costs me $15.99 for every single withdrawal. So I'm going to make this super quick. Really, the strategy here is quite simple, okay? If there's a 100% crypto back, you don't know where SocialGood is going to be in a month. You don't know where it's going to be in a week. Don't make bets on this, but what you can do is if you've already got things that you're going to purchase and that you're going to spend time, with these items or whatever it may be, then do this. Do your regular purchases through eBay or whatever store you can do a 100% crypto back on, and rack up those SocialGood tokens and then withdraw every month. So what I'm doing is I spend $16, $15.99 plus tax on a withdrawal each month, and basically I make, $30+ every single month from a purchase that I would already regularly do. So if you're looking for a position on how to maximize this scenario, really my suggestion is to buy all the things you would regularly buy online or whatever it is through SG, through their app. You have to be in their app. You can't be on the outside of it. And rack up those points, and you can at least make an extra $35 per month. It's not bank breaking, and it's not huge. This isn't the exact same 100% back that we had prior, but it's still good in some respects. Now, I want to talk about those who have large token holdings. And if you're one of those guys that, like me, or even there's heavier ones than me, that have spent a lot of money on SocialGood, you've got a lot of tokens locked up. And I know some people who have, tens of thousands of tokens. And when you could only withdraw $50 per month, the likelihood of you getting your tokens out within this decade is quite short. And I'm not being facetious. That's true, The only way we're going to see those tokens is if the token price goes low enough to where you can withdraw them and then it goes back up. So there's a couple strategies here for you guys that are holding tokens. And this is what I was doing. And it depends on your position on SG. They sent out an email that one SG is worth $106 per. I don't necessarily agree with their technical analysis because they believe that holder ratio is inherently congruent or parallel to the value of a token. And they're using, I believe, Bitcoin as the the barometer of comparison, and I just, this is my only issue with it, and it's not necessarily an issue. I don't believe in malice, and I don't believe the company. I don't really believe the worst in anybody, but I don't necessarily think their their technical analysis is correct, because with Bitcoin, it's inherently a store of value. You're actually not supposed to really get rid of it to use transactions or offload it and stuff like that. But the SG token inherently has to be offloaded to be of value to you. So it's actually completely the opposite than Bitcoin. It's not where you hold it and it's a store of value for you. You would never take your financial savings and stick it into SocialGood. That wouldn't make any sense. It's a crypto-backed token that you get from purchases. The idea is that you want to sell it so you get money on the purchases that you had. There's no long-term, in my perspective, play on SocialGood. I've never heard a bull case where somebody's like, oh, I'm extremely long-term on SocialGood. I'd like to hear your perspective, and I'd like to know why you're long-term. And it's not necessarily that I'm bear SocialGood, but I definitely wouldn't say that I'm long-term bull on the token. I just don't see a way that, besides the 15% back that you get, the problem is that we've been downtrending slowly. So that 15% that you get may not even really make up the difference for you with the downward trend of the token. So I'm going to talk about 2 ways that you can fix these issues, okay? Going to be really short and simple. One is this. every single month you take out your $50 from regular purchases that you were going to do already, okay? Because they have a monthly limit right now. And you just make $35 a month. Do it on your regular purchases. It's a little shot in the arm. Go out to dinner with your family, yada, yada, yada. If your wife has an account, and if you have an account, and if your kid has an account, and your dog has an account, okay? And I'm not talking about scamming the system. I'm just saying your whole family. If you guys split your purchases up between everybody, you know, and not in like a fraudulent way at all, okay? I'm just talking about having different accounts for different family members. You guys can do $50 per month that way. And then you can kind of, you know, do 35 times 4 for the mom, the dad, you know, daughters, sons, yada, yada. And you can be able to go, you know, do $200 per month, $250 per month for each according family member, which, you know, is going to be a benefit to you guys. An extra $250 month is, you know, between your family is great. And if you can tell your, you know, extended family and yada yada and get them on the app, then maybe you guys can, you know, have like a big family get together and withdraw your tokens at the same time and go to a movie. Okay. Second position is this. So what you guys can do, and this is if you're a bull case long-term for social good a little bit more than I am. So what I originally was doing is I would withdraw the tokens at a low, and I would hold the tokens until it would rise up again. So right now we're at 0.06. So we're at almost half of 10 cents per token. And it really doesn't matter to you guys that are making purchases right now, because they're going to give you as many tokens that makes up the value of your item. So right now it's 100% crypto back on up to $1,000 item. So if the item, you know, costs you $500, then they're going to give you, I don't know, like 4,000 tokens, 5,000 tokens to make up for it. So the value of the token doesn't really matter, because they will give you enough tokens to equal $1,000 of value in their native token. So what you could do is you could withdraw each month, and this is if you believe in social good. You know, I will say, on a bull case, they've had a lot of publicity. The people that are behind the company seem to not just be brand new people. They have a background in this type of thing. And so there can be a little bit more of a bull case as far as the background in the people. Now, I will say that Social Good's track record has been a little bit harder to be bullish on. And the reason why is this. They opened up a fraud investigation months and months and months ago, and they never closed it really. You know, they just opened it up and it has been ongoing. And they basically did a $200 referral for everybody, but they didn't imagine how many people would fraudulently sign up with fake emails. And so they implemented, you know, EKYC, which was basically a verifiable way for people to put their IDs and their identities onto their accounts so that they could cut out some of the fake accounts. Well, we kind of went into that. They opened up withdrawals to $100. Actually, it was $500 per month, and then they went down to $100 per month, and then they went down to $50 per month. And so I say this to say, all in all, I don't think that social good is 100% a bust. There is a sliver of a lane that you can really choose to run that will be a little bit successful. Do your regular purchases that you would already do no matter what inside the app. Do not spend frivolously on the app, because you don't know where the tokens are going to go. Don't bet on the tokens. And this goes for any type of crypto or volatile asset. You can lose everything, and I have. I bet big into Steppen, and I lost, you know, thousands of dollars on Steppen. So long story short, do your regular purchases inside of social good and rack up those tokens every single month. Take out $50. If you're slightly more bull, which means that you believe in the app long term and you think the token is going to go up, hold the tokens. When the token goes from that 0.06 up to 20 cents, 30 cents, you'll have 4 or 5x your money. Even at 10, 20 cents, you know, $106 is unimaginable to me. You know, maybe their technical analysis is much, much deeper than mine, but in my opinion, the comparison between Bitcoin and SG is like apples and oranges. You know, they're both cryptos, but their use cases are completely different. So I'm not really a subscriber on that. So I take out my $50. I'm happy about it. I go to dinner with it. I spend regular purchases in social good, and I take it for what it is. You know, don't overshoot it. Don't make it something it's not. And beyond that, yeah, that's really it. I think that's the successful vein for social good right now. So I'm going to drop, you know, part of this video is because they're doing a referral campaign. So I thought I'd make a video to you guys, but I want to be, you know, brutally honest. And they've had a investigation going on for the fraud investigation for all those fake accounts that got made on that $200 referral for months and months and months and months. And they've come up with no update about it or anything like that. So, you know, go into it with some carefulness to it. You know, like I said, don't be frivolous, don't overspend, don't go crazy, nothing like that, and use it in this form and function. And I really think it'll be the best way possible for you guys going forward. If you know you guys are looking for an update as well on SocialGood, I've been talking to the guy who runs the Discord, and I really believe in this guy. So you know I can't really speak for the company as a whole, but I will say that the new Discord admin has our best interest at heart. He really seems like just a genuine guy. So on that front, I'm excited and I'm bullish on that front, and I can believe in the project on Barry's perspective. So yeah, anyway, don't be frivolous. Don't go crazy with your spending. Spend just on what you're already going to buy. Right now it's $50 a month. Don't make it more than it's not. If you're having a bull case for SocialGood, then hold your tokens. Wait until the token price goes up. Sell off. You'll get a 4 or 5x. Instead of making $50 a month, you will have been making, if you waited, you know, if you do that 6 months in a row, instead of 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, if it goes up to worth $100, $200, $300, and you take it all out, then you made $300 a month off one account, which is a lot better. So, like I said, if you're trying to maximize the 50, have your wife, your husband, your kids make accounts. And if you have purchases for the kids, like school supplies or whatever, just do it through SocialGood account. And then you guys can each withdraw per month, and you can maximize that situation for yourselves. If you're not interested and you just want one account like myself, I take my 50 out and I smile. I laugh about it. So eventually, you know, I'll run through all my tokens. It'll take a little bit, but I will. So anyway, that's my update, guys. And there's a referral link below. I'm putting it in there. Remember what I said. Be careful about what I said. And don't make it something that it's not. Be careful and be wise about your investment. It is crypto. It is volatile. And the company, even though it has been around for a while, has had a hard road, really finding a good, nice stride where they just have a working product. They've just ran into a lot of pitfalls. So be careful about it. Do not spend frivolously. Just make sure you're buying exactly what you were already going to buy before. And you can funnel it to, you know, there's no harm in that. You're not going to inherently be hurt. They're not going to scam you. They're not going to sell your information. I've not heard anything about that. And yeah, anyway, so that's the update, guys. That's kind of the vein that I'm running and how I'm successfully doing the whole thing, but I wanted to update you guys. But anyway, that's how about the hustle, and I'll see you guys later.